All right, let's talk about a feeling that I'm willing to bet is pretty familiar. It's the feeling of making good money, maybe more than you ever have before, but still feeling completely, totally broke. Today, we're going to break down why that's not really your fault, but part of a system, a trap. So, let's get right into it.
It's the great paradox of modern life, isn't it? You do all the right things, you get the education, you land the good job, you see that impressive number on your offer letter, but somehow, at the end of the month, that little hum of financial anxiety is still there. Why is that?
And this quote just nails that feeling, doesn't it? That feeling of being on a treadmill. It's that nagging sense that, even after years of hard work and pay raises, you haven't actually moved forward. You're just running in place. And here's the thing about that feeling. It's not a coincidence. It's not some personal failing or a sign that you're bad with money. It's actually a feature of a system. It's a system that we're going to call the salary trap. And now we're going to unpack exactly how it works.
Okay, so the very first job of this trap is to create a really powerful illusion, the illusion of security. It's designed to make you feel safe and comfortable, even when you're actually standing on some pretty thin ice. It convinces you you're in a much better financial spot than you really are.
So how does it pull this off? Well, it starts with its first weapon, something called money fragmentation. To really see what this looks like, let's make it real. Let's meet Sarah. She's 34 and she makes $85,000 a year. On paper, she is doing great. But man, she sure doesn't feel like it.
Okay, so after taxes, this is what hits Sarah's bank account every 2 weeks. $2,458. Now, you look at that number on its own, and it feels pretty solid, right? You'd feel pretty good seeing that land in your account. And boom. That's exactly where the trap begins.
Because before Sarah even has a chance to think about what to do with that money, it gets completely sliced and diced. It's fragmented. Nearly half of it, poof, gone to rent. Another big chunk just vanishes to her car, the gas, the insurance. And before she even knows it, almost every single dollar has a name on it already.
And this right here is the core deception of the whole thing. See, Sarah isn't poor. She has a nice car, a decent apartment. She can go out to dinner. She has a lifestyle. But what she doesn't have is wealth. The system is designed to give you just enough comfort to keep you from asking the really hard questions.
Now, let's look at the second weapon, because this is how the trap keeps you locked in for the long haul. This one is honestly even sneakier, because it's the thing that makes you permanently dependent on that next paycheck. It's called lifestyle inflation.
You know how this cycle goes. You get a promotion, a nice raise. Awesome! You feel like you've got a little breathing room. So what do? You upgrade. You get the bigger apartment, the newer car. But here's the catch. Your new, fancier life requires your new, higher salary to maintain it. And just like that, you've been handcuffed to your job.
And this is the fundamental lie that the trap is built on. We are all taught to believe that a bigger salary equals more freedom. But in the real world, without a conscious plan to stop it, more income almost always just means more obligations, a bigger, fancier cage.
So here is the most important lesson of this entire explainer. It's not about how much you make. Your freedom is not determined by your salary, it's determined by the size of the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Take David's story, a guy pulling in 6 figures, but with his expensive house and car, his gap was basically zero. Every raise he got was just immediately eaten alive.
So when you put these two weapons together, money fragmentation and lifestyle inflation, they team up to create something truly devious. They build something that feels like security, but is actually a very, very comfortable prison.
So let me just ask you a question, and I want you to be totally honest with yourself. If your paycheck just stopped coming tomorrow, how long could you actually maintain your life as it is right now? A month? 2? 3 months?
If that question made your stomach drop a little bit, well, you are in the majority. Over 60% of professionals could not last more than a single month without their salary. Just think about that for a second. Most of us are living one unexpected emergency, one bad month away from a real financial crisis.
And that really gets to the heart of it. That situation is not security. It's not stability. It's a prison with invisible bars, one that's just comfortable enough that you don't try to escape. It keeps you dependent, and it keeps you predictable.
Okay, that all sounds pretty grim. But here's the good news, the truly great news actually. Once you can see the bars of the prison, you can start to dismantle them. This isn't a law of physics, it's just a system. And the most powerful thing is, you can choose to opt out.
The very first step is to completely rewire our brains to stop confusing income with wealth. They're not the same thing, not even close. Your salary is just a temporary flow of cash. It's a faucet that turns off the second you stop working. Wealth is different. Wealth is the assets you own, your savings, your investments, that work for you even when you're sleeping. The trap is designed to keep you obsessed with income so you never have time to build wealth.
So here is the escape plan. It's 3 simple steps. First, you have to go on offense. You have to attack the gap and make it your mission to widen the space between what you earn and what you spend. Second, you take every single dollar from that gap and you redirect it, you funnel it into assets that build real wealth. And third, your most immediate goal is to build optionality. Save 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. That cash buffer, that's the key that unlocks the prison door. It's psychological freedom.
So let's reframe the whole point of our careers. The goal isn't just to earn more money. That's the system's goal for you. Your goal is to become independent from your paycheck. The moment you wake up and realize you don't need that job to survive, that is the moment you become truly free. So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. The salary trap offers a lot of nice things. It offers comfort, predictability, a certain lifestyle. But it's so important to stop and ask yourself, what is that comfort truly costing you? Is it in the end costing you your freedom?